Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Daphne, and today we're talking about my 20th week of pregnancy. Alright guys, let's jump right into stats and symptoms for the week. So stat-wise, we are 20 weeks and 6 days, halfway there, which is insane. I have half of a pregnancy left to go. Like, I feel like I was just filming and uploading my finding out I was pregnant video, and now all of a sudden, you know, we're halfway there, more than halfway there, and you know, I could be having a, ooh, hello, she's kicking. And I could be having a baby, you know, in 19 weeks or 18 weeks or 8 weeks, who knows? It could be any time. So with my first pregnancy, I made it to 35 weeks, and my second pregnancy, I made it to 36 weeks before I had severe pre-eclampsia and had to be induced. So I'm really, really hoping that I just don't get it this time, but statistically, you know, it could happen, and pre-eclampsia can happen at any time after your 20th week. So we are now that I am 20 weeks, we are now on pre-eclampsia watch. So looking for the signs and symptoms of pre-eclampsia, which are headache, severe headache that doesn't go away, severe swelling that is sudden, quick weight gain, like really fast weight gain, and blood pressure, obviously, that's really high, and protein in the urine. So I haven't had any of those symptoms yet. Like, my hands and everything are still not swollen at all. I'm not experiencing any swelling yet. And my blood pressure has actually been low this week. So there were a couple of times when I took it and it was like in the mid 80s over 60-ish, which is actually a little bit low. And I took it because I was feeling a little bit dizzy. So I'm not sure what that's about. I'll have to talk to my doctor, my OB, and see like, hey, why am I having low blood pressure as opposed to high blood pressure? And I don't know, we'll just see. And then in terms of other symptoms, oh wait, stats. So this morning when I got on the scale, I was 148 pounds, which is, I started at 144. So a total gain of 4 pounds. And I had lost a little bit of weight last week, because I was really sick, and happy to report that I gained the weight that I lost back. So I'm back to that, and I'm hoping from here on out that I have just a steady 1 pound gain every week. That would put me at like a healthy weight gain for the pregnancy. And then in terms of other symptoms, I've had some weird symptoms starting up this week, and I guess the main one is just like, first of all, look at this belly. Like, it's really there. It's really getting big. And so I think, yeah, it's a struggle. I think I'm starting to actually really feel the belly and like the effects of the belly. And so this week, like, I've noticed when I'm leaning over onto the ground to pick up the girls' toys and just like do housework and stuff, it's just starting to get to the point where like I look like a sumo wrestler, like wide stance legs to bend over. And I don't know, like picking up the girls and stuff, it's just starting to physically get harder to do stuff, and the belly is starting to get in the way for real of me doing things. And like, I can still get my shoes and socks on and everything, but I'm starting to notice when I'm bending over, I'm like, ooh. So I think I probably have another month or so of being able to bend over, after which point, like, if it's on the floor, I can't reach it. So there's that. Another big thing that I've been experiencing this week that I never had with my previous pregnancies, so please comment down below if you're pregnant and you've been experiencing this, or if you've ever had this during a pregnancy, but it feels like sometimes, like, especially if I go to pick something heavy up or something, it feels like there's a rubber band, like, on either side of my belly, and it feels like someone has pulled it and like let it go, and it's like, feels like it snaps. So I don't know if that's like a weird iteration of round ligament pain, or I just don't know what it is. And it's not like extremely painful. It kind of feels like when you hit your funny bone, you know what I mean? And it like tingles. It just feels really weird and uncomfortable. So I don't know if you've ever experienced that and you're about halfway through your pregnancy, comment down below and let me know, just because I'm like, what the heck is this? Like, it feels really weird. Another thing that I'm experiencing this week is nosebleeds, and I have never in my life had any kind of nosebleed situation. Like, my nose just never ever bleeds. But every morning when I wake up and I blow my nose because it's been runny and I've had congestion, which I know is really normal for pregnancy, but every time I wake up, and it's specifically in the morning, and I blow my nose, it's just like full of blood, which is super weird for me. And the first time that it happened, I was like shocked, and then it just kept happening, and it's happening every morning. So I don't know, that's another thing where I feel like if you've experienced that and you're pregnant, comment down below and just let me know I'm not alone, because I don't know if that's a pregnancy symptom or if like, I don't know. I guess it's probably from extra blood, but whatever. It's just weird. In terms of cravings and my appetite and stuff, so I feel like this week I'm just eating and eating and eating, and I can't get enough. Like I feel like I'm hungry all the time, and like I'll eat a big, huge meal. Like last night we had sloppy joes and salad, and I had like a whole sloppy joe and a huge helping of salad, and I ate it all. And then probably like 15 minutes later, when we went to the park to take our girls to, you know, the park, I was starving. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry. And like, so it's just like that, where I can eat a full meal and then I'm starving like a little bit later. And yesterday I did swim. I did like a pretty intense workout. And on days when I'm working out, especially intense cardio, I just like cannot get enough to eat, and I just eat all day. I probably had like 2,700 calories yesterday, and I don't know, maybe that's right, I guess. My doctor said 2,000 to 2,500 is where I should be aiming. And since I had an intense cardio workout, I guess it just works out. It just feels like a lot of, it just feels like I'm eating all the time, a lot of food, and I'm still hungry all the time. I'm just hungry. I'm just a hungry hippo is all that it is. So I guess she's putting on weight, and she's, you know, getting bigger, and it's just making my appetite like insane. And then in terms of cravings, I've been craving, well, there's two things and they're pretty opposite. The one thing that I'm craving on one hand is meat, and particularly I've been craving like burgers and hot dogs. So like I've eaten a lot of hot dogs this week, and you know, I guess that's fine. You do have to be kind of conscious about hot dogs because there's certain brands that have, you know, crap in them. We buy this like local brand that's really good, and it's not, you know, super bad for you and super processed. So that's what I've been doing. But, you know, if you're pregnant and you want hot dogs, just make sure that you read into like what's in them. Anyway, so meat is one thing, like I'm just really craving meat. So I wonder if that's like an iron thing. And then on the other hand, the other thing that I've been craving like crazy, and oh my gosh, hey dude, I get that I'm talking. She's like, it's really distracting when I'm talking, and she's just like boom, boom, boom. And she's kicking, like her head must be up here because she's kicking right in the hoo-ha. So, hey. Anyway, the other thing I'm craving this week, which is I've been giving into it and just guzzling it down, you guys, is chocolate milk. And like, I guess because Nina had asked for chocolate milk, and this child will not drink. Like we really have to force her to drink, and like, you know, I have to be like, you can't get up until you have had your cup or whatever. But she was like, Mom, can I have chocolate milk? So I bought her chocolate milk, and then I'm staring at it in the fridge, and I'm like, holy crap, chocolate milk. Like chocolate milk is the best thing in the world. And so just like every night I've been pouring myself this ginormous cup of chocolate milk, and it's just the most satisfying thing. And then if I'm not having chocolate milk, I'm having Ovaltine, which is like this thing from my childhood. If you've ever had it, you know it's like fantastic. It's so good. But it's basically chocolate milk, and it's just so good, and it's all I want, and I'm gonna have it because I guess baby wants calcium or something. I don't know. So I'm just giving into that one. And at this point, I've only gained 4 pounds, and I'm over halfway there. So like, yes, I'm concerned, and I want to make sure that I'm not overeating and I'm not like taking in too many calories. But at the same time, like if I really want chocolate milk, like I'm just gonna have chocolate milk. Like that's just the way it is. Another thing that I've noticed this week is that my belly is starting to get itchy, and it's itching all the time, and it's just, I think because it's stretching back out. And I have, like I've said, I've had 2 babies already. And so like my belly has already stretched out quite a bit, and I have a lot of extra skin and all of this stuff. Like my belly definitely has experienced the stretching, but for whatever reason, it's still really itchy. So if you have any recommendations for like good belly creams or anything like that for pregnancy, comment down below and let me know, because I apparently need to be putting something else on my belly because it's so itchy all the time. And then another thing that I had to do this week is I had to buy a maternity swimsuit. So my like regular swimsuit's not cutting it anymore and it's just too tight. And I think I will put in a picture here. I think I took like a little mirror selfie of the new swimsuit. It's just a one piece and it's like ribbed and it has little buttons right here. And I think it's really cute and it's black, and I got a size large, and it's like a little bit loose and comfy, which is nice, but it definitely has room for my belly. And we are going on vacation in July, like July 10th. So I know I need like a swimsuit that actually is a maternity swimsuit, because I know by then, like there's no chance of me cramming into a non-maternity swimsuit. Like this belly is getting really intense. And by then I'm gonna be, what, like 25 weeks pregnant. So yeah, definitely going to need that. I have been noticing this week that my energy is still pretty low. Like most days, I would say I'm craving a nap in the afternoons, and you know, I'm not one who's like, no, I can't have coffee. Like, no, I'm going to be having as much coffee as it has been proven safe to have. So I usually have 2 cups of coffee every day, and one in like first thing when I wake up in the morning, I have like a protein shake with coffee. And then usually around 1 o'clock, like I really need another coffee to pick me up because I'm so tired. And on weekends, I feel like I'm just napping, you know, when the girls are napping, because I'm so tired. Like it's just draining. And I don't know, I feel like a lot of times people imagine that your second trimester, like you have all this energy and you're not tired, but I don't think that's the case. I don't think in your second trimester, at least for me, I don't feel like I have extra energy, like more energy than normal. I just feel like I'm not as tired as the first trimester. Like my first trimester, I feel all the time like I've been hit by a truck and the only thing I want to do is sleep. Whereas in the second trimester, like I can get through my day and I can take care of my kids and I can clean my house and I can, you know, do work and stuff, but I'm still tired. Like, I don't know, I still feel like growing a human is a lot of work and I'm still feeling tired throughout the day. So there's that. Other than that, baby is getting pretty big. She is the size of a banana this week, which feels insane to me. She is 10 inches long. And I think at this point we start measuring from head to toe. So it's like her full length, which is crazy. And my girls, when they were born, they were like 18 inches. So she's more than halfway to, you know, her full length. So she's getting really long, but she's only about 12 ounces. So she's really long, but she's really scrawny. So she needs to keep putting on weight. And I guess I need to keep putting on weight. We will just keep going and keep feeding this baby whatever she needs. So yeah, that's about it for Lily this week. She's just continuing to grow, and she's just, at this point, we're just working on putting on weight and making her bigger. So yeah, I think that's about it for this week, and thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like the video and subscribe if you want to follow my pregnancy journey and get notifications about our birth vlog and all of the stuff we have coming up in the next, 20 weeks or less. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you next week for my 21-week update. Bye. I'm all for people following their dreams just right. Remember, life is more than fitting in your jeans. It's love and understanding, positivity. We could change this whole